What a world, your man Flipping Lincoln here. Uh, Trying to figure out the best way to put this. I'm outside in the morning, drop my babies and everything off. And let me show y'all something. So, Vader, 2000 Lincoln Navigator. So you got the chrome wheels on here on one side, and got them black things with the brush faces on the opposite side, right on the passenger. So that being said, I got into a wreck. I got hit. I ain't gonna say I got into a wreck. It wasn't my fault. And almost took me out the game. I almost could have totaled my truck out and all that fun stuff. Luckily, no major body damage. That was a blessing. And on top of it, the bigger blessing was me and my children in there, and none of us were hurt, seriously injured. Thank goodness. Like I said, banged up a little bit. My shoulder from the seatbelt biting into me. I don't know if y'all can see this. This is the driver's side tire. Driver's side rear rim. And of course, the rear end took the brunt of everything. I've had it all fixed now. I'm back on the road. Like I said, I'm blessed, and the shop did a good job getting everything back together. But I was terrified. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've made this video about 3 different times now, 4 different times, trying to get the right everything. But let me tell you, like, as a dad, I was terrified. I mean, it didn't hit me until I was actually, in the hospital for about an hour, getting checked out myself. It really hit me. Like, my babies could have been, like, taken from me. And, I talk about vehicle content a whole lot. My love for, Lincolns and everything. But I'm going to tell you, as a dad, and I mean this with all my heart, it saddened me, something so serious to really think about, one of my children being fatally injured or in general injured through no fault of my own. And what I mean by that is just something that's totally 100% out of my control. Like, there's nothing I could do more than what I did. I am blessed that I was behind the wheel, that the accident was not worse than what it was. I'm blessed that I was in a heavy duty vehicle, a lot of steel. I'm blessed in that aspect. That's why I drive Lincolns. That's why I drive. I feel like I drive older vehicles for that reason, for the safety, for the level of steel between me and the other person. I was terrified. I'm not ashamed to say that. And I don't know what I would do without my babies. As much as they get on my nerves and everything else, some days I tell you in that moment, when I realized and fully hit me, I had to walk off. I had went to the bathroom because, like I said, I had to dry my eyes, man. I mean, I'm really upset, and I'm squeezing them, like y'all really okay? Like, damn me at the time, At that particular juncture, I could have been cut into two pieces, and my first word would have been, "Are you guys okay?" Literally. I mean, that's just how I felt, how I still feel. I can replace every vehicle I own. I can't replace them. And the guy who hit me was a drug addict. I'm not saying that to be disrespectful or anything like that. I'm saying that's part of the fact, because part of what happened when the accident happened, he was pouring out drugs into the grass. What I assumed was grass. When I got close, I realized it was a storm drain. He dumped the drugs just in case he got searched. Got in his face, and trust me, I showed my butt to a great degree, and it was only because I was in dad mode and protection mode, and then pissed about the vehicle on top of that. Yeah, it was a rough day, that day, and I'm sure my children heard me screaming at this dude, yelling at this dude, and talking very terribly to him because, like I said, that particular juncture, I didn't really give two craps if he was 10 feet tall or 10 inches tall. Wouldn't make no difference to me as far as I'm concerned. Like I said, we're okay. Like I said, it was a brand new, new Nissan Sentra or something like that. It hit me. His insurance took care of everything. Everybody's okay. Main thing. Just want to do this little quick update. And just tell people in general, just be careful out there. I'm a firm believer. I don't really care what you do with your recreational time, but your recreation time or recreational time should not endanger nobody else. And here in Louisville, Kentucky, there's been so many hit and runs. My minivan was involved in a hit and run. It's and other people I know, I've met, talk about hit and runs here in Louisville, Kentucky. Yo, if you on something, do your thing. Just do it at home or get, whatever. I don't know know what to tell you. Just don't be out on the street if something's going on with you. I'm gonna leave it like that. We got more stuff coming. I'm gonna pause this video. I'm gonna show you something I got for Vader. I'm trying. I swear I can't never get these darn angles on this thing right when I'm setting this thing wide. I feel. I got a part in for Vader about a week and a half ago. It's an intake manifold adapter for a Coyote intake, because I plan to put a Coyote intake on here, or a Coyote styled intake on here for better flow and the power I want to get out of it. So let me pause for a second. I'm gonna show y'all the part. Hold on one second. Oh, it should be going back. Let me turn this thing around, show y'all real quick. Look at that. These are Coyote intake manifold adapters for a 5.4 engine. So, and this is of course a 5.4 dual overhead cam. It's a brand new. New intake will be coming as soon as I can. I still have a few more things to do for this thing. Like I said, I know y'all seen the tires. Tires I bought Ford, I get them put on. And I'm sure a few other little small wiring harness. I have a wiring harness and the wiring harness came. Lights, that's what it was. That's what the wiring harness for. Trail lights I'm probably gonna put about right here. Trail lights I'm weld in here and here. Yeah, so things are coming. But like I say, that's just my little quick story time for right now. Y'all have a good one. Talk to y'all later.